How's everyone doing? It is Robbie T here, and today we're here with episode number 3 of season 1 of our F1 Season Challenge Championship series. And from the last episode, we got a contract offer from Williams, so let's see if we took it or not. So as you can see, we did indeed take the offer from Williams. So now we are a Williams driver in this series. And let's see how we do with the team. So now we get to select our brand new rival since we beat Bruno Senna very comprehensively. And now we're going to select our rival now. And it's going to be the Sauber driver of Kamui Kobayashi. Where are we? Hold on a sec. There we go, Kamui Kobayashi, there he is. So we're going to select him as our new rival because we want to go to Sauber next. So let's see how we do for round number 3 in qualifying for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone.
Welcome to Silverstone and the British Grand Prix. It might only be the third race of the season, but on track things are hotting up nicely.
So here we go, we're going out into the qualifying session here for the British Grand Prix, our first race for the Williams team. I'm not expecting much, but I do go strong at this track on this game because it is a pad track, which means it is very quick on a controller. So coming towards turn 1, flat out in 7th gear, could have took a bit more speed through there. And now we come towards the next corner, we go amazingly wide, and we actually make a bit of a mistake there going off into the grass. But that didn't cost us much time apparently. We are still the fastest car on the track, and I don't understand this. So let's see how the rest of the lap goes. As now we're coming towards this corner here, down into 2nd gear, getting the nose in just a little bit more, and then down to 2nd gear once again through this corner. I believe it is called I don't know what corner this is. But now we're coming towards the old turn 1 at Silverstone, which is Copse Corner. And let's see how quickly we can take this corner. Can we go flat out? No, not quite. Down to 5th gear. Not a lot of downforce on this Williams car, surprisingly. And also because it's our first qualifying session for the team, we don't want to bottle it straight away in corners like that. We go through Max and Beckett's. Now we can see one of the drivers is pulling ahead of us through that section. So we didn't take an amazing amount of speed through that section. However, we are still doing well on our time. 108.9 in the 2nd sector as we come through Stowe now into 4th gear and then up to 5th as we come towards the final chicane. This is the club corner down to 1st gear actually. I could have took it in 2nd, but I didn't. I'd take it in 1st. So we come towards the line. What lap is it going to be? Where's it going to put us on the grid? It's a 133.1 I think. It's pole!
Congratulations, fantastic drive, well done.
Pole position
Through to the race.
in only our 3rd Grand Prix of this series. Can you believe that? We take pole position from Fernando Alonso, the 2 McLarens, Raikkonen, and all the way down to 10th place, which is actually our rival, Kamui Kobayashi, only in 10th place, but out qualifying Sergio Perez. But what about that? I was not expecting that at all, to be qualifying in pole position in this Williams car, but there you go, we're on pole position for our home Grand Prix. I wonder how we're going to do in this race. Let's find out. So here we go, race time for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. And I could not believe that pole lap I just did. It wasn't even a good lap. But there you go. That's how slowly AI are in qualifying on this game. So we are taking advantage of that comprehensively. And we're going to be starting from P1 on the grid. Ahead of Alonso, Hamilton, all the way down to Kobayashi down in 10th place there. Vettel, a horrible qualifying from him, down in 9th. Out-qualified by Mark Webber, so he'll be disappointed with that. Will at that time 2-time world champion. As we're going onto the track for the British Grand Prix, can we turn this pole position into an amazing victory? It'll be only our 2nd on this channel, so let's see how we do out on track. Here we go. So, there we are on pole position in our wonderful Williams on the front row of the grid alongside Fernando Alonso, the current championship leader I believe, tied on points with Lewis Hamilton, if you remember, from the Belgian Grand Prix last time round. So, let's see how we do at the British Grand Prix, round number 3 of Season 1 of F1 Season Challenge Championship. Let's see how we do Lights out, away we go. It's a very good start. Actually, slight bit of wheel spin from me, actually. But somehow we actually get a better start than Fernando Alonso coming towards turn 1. Yeah, Alonso, not a good start there. He backs off massively and in the clutches of his rival, Hamilton. Now coming towards the next corner now. Taking it nice and cautiously. Looking after this car very, very smoothly. Don't want to make a mistake on the first lap, as we use quite a bit of the curves around that corner and on this Wenton straight, as my phone actually goes off, so I apologize about that. I should have turned that off before I recorded this. And now we're coming towards the next corner now, and then into the next corner. Why do you say next corner? Because my commentary skills are awful. Anyway, we're coming towards this long back straight, and Alonso is quite a bit behind me, but he is closing in ever so slightly as we come towards Copse Corner. Can we take it a bit quicker than we did in qualifying? Well, a little bit, but not by much, as now we're coming towards Maggotts and Beckett, the best section on the Formula 1 calendar in my opinion. You get so much speed, especially for the last one, but we don't take a good amount of speed through there. We take it very cautiously indeed, but that is because we know that we can let Fernando Alonso close in on us in this race, since we weren't expecting to be this quick in only our third race of the season. So what we're going to do is just control the race, but at the same time look after the car, because if we do that, we can easily cruise to victory. But Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton are quicker cars, so they may try and close in on us later in on this 5-lap race. So on to lap number 2 now, and then later on to lap number 2, same section into Maggotts and Beckett now. And is Alonso closing in on us? I don't see him in my mirrors, so I don't think he's very close. As we come through the Maggotts and Beckett section, nicely on the curbs, get a good exit. There is Fernando Alonso actually. He's not far behind us, so he has indeed closed that gap. Look at that, 6/10 of a second. So Alonso is on the charge. He really wants this victory to be the new championship leader and gain points on his rival Lewis Hamilton. But will he be able to do it? We're going to stop him though. We have the car, so hopefully we'll be able to stop Alonso from overtaking us with our brilliant defending skills and also managing this pace, because this is looking very good for us so far, as now DRS gets enabled on the 3rd lap, and we actually set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix for a moment, until Fernando Alonso just pops in just a quicker lap than us with a 1:35.403, I think that's it, or 4:63, I can't quite see that. But Alonso and myself are dominating at this Grand Prix, and this is looking like it could be the finish unless Alonso closes in on us. But unfortunately, we come towards the end of number 3. Nothing much is happening in this race. We're just managing this pace very well. And Alonso, even though he's getting closer and closer, it's not enough unfortunately. He's 9/10 behind now, so he lost 3 tenths on that one lap alone. And now we come towards through the Copse Corner, now towards Maggotts and Beckett yet again, as now on lap number 4 actually. I forgot this race is going absolutely quickly, but that is because nothing has happened in this race. You can see Alonso has a little look at the exit of Beckett, I think that's Beckett's, I can't remember actually. I know it's Maggotts and Beckett, but I did know Beckett was the last part of the section. As you can see, Alonso so close behind now, 4/10 of a second actually, the gap between myself and Fernando. But is Fernando going to be close enough? We can see him in those mirrors now, so this is going to be an interesting final lap. We go very wide. We don't need to make that mistake. If we make that mistake again, Alonso will pounce on us and overtake us for the race victory. But it looks like at the end of the 5th lap of this race, so final lap, Alonso has a little look on the exit of Beckett's. Not quite. We hold it off brilliantly. Brilliant defensive work from us there, as now we come towards the final few corners now. 2/10 a second is the gap between me and Alonso. Hamilton nowhere to be seen, no pace at his home Grand Prix. It looks like we've done enough here to take only our 2nd victory on this YouTube channel. Remember from the 2013 race we did a week ago, it's only going to be it's going to be our 1st win of the season. We win our home Grand Prix at Silverstone. Get in there. Brilliant victory here at the British Grand Prix in this Williams. I was not expecting that.
track today.
What a way to win the first race of this series here at Silverstone in his Williams car. We take victory by 1 second ahead of Fernando Alonso. He'll be gutted with that. He was quicker than me in terms of lap time, so Ferrari will be disappointed with that result. Hamilton in third, so he will be second in the championship now, I believe. Button fourth, then Raikkonen, Webber, Grosjean, Vettel, Massa and Schumacher complete the top 10. All the way down to where our rival is in 30th place, and in the last of the finishers, we see Timo Glock in 24th place for the Marussia team. Not a good race from him. So let's have a look at the Drivers and Constructors Championship now. If the game can actually view the Drivers and Constructors Championships. Let's see. Just waiting. There we go. As you can see, Fernando Alonso leads the championship by 3 points from Lewis Hamilton. Button close behind as well, as Vettel and even myself now shooting up into 5th place there in the championship ahead of Mark Webber. Great result for the Williams team. You can see down the bottom the Marussias and Caterhams as per usual. Now let's have a look at the Constructors Championship. I think Ferrari will be leading it, but let's have a look anyway. No, McLaren still hold the lead by 17 points, so Ferrari will be disappointed even more. And all the way down to, I can't remember who finished in last place, but I think Williams are in 5th place. Yeah, there they are. So, that's the end of the video, guys. And goodbye till episode number 4.